Well, the FA introduced the Women's Super League in 2011, but the new Summer League has divided opinion amongst the football community, with some accusing the FA of forgetting about the winter game, where women's football began. The Women's Premier League was founded in 1992. It was run in a pyramid format, with the National Division at the top tier and the Southern and Northern Divisions running on an equal basis underneath. But in 2011, a Summer League was created, the Women's Super League. It replaced the National Division as the highest level of women's football in England. The National Division was scrapped after the FA decided to add a second division to the WSL for the 2014 season. This resulted in the Winter League being demoted to the third tier of women's football. But there's more changes ahead for the Winter League from next season, and some clubs are welcoming them more than others, as Jane Dougal has been finding out.
Just go and enjoy yourselves, all right? Play for each other, all right? Good luck.
This is Jackie Agnew's last game as LewesLadies manager. She's so concerned for the future of the game, she's moving upstairs to become Ladies Head of Football Operations for Lewes. Winning their last match of the season 2-1, Lewes finished 6th in the Southern Women's Premier League. But even if they'd won it, there's no scope for promotion into the much sought-after Women's Super League. They are two different pyramids. And the lack of progression is not all that concerns Jackie.
It's taken us 12 years to get into the Women's Premier League, and we get there and almost like the door has been closed for us. So we could be one of the best teams at this level. We could be probably, better than some of the teams in the WSL, theoretically, and yet I have to present and put a bid together in order for this club to go forwards. The gap over the next 2, 3, 4 years will just grow wider because there isn't the investment going into this level or below.
We put some of her issues to Kelly Simmons, head of the Women's FA.
What we said to the clubs is that we will ensure that they get the same levels of funding going forward that they get now. I know that was a concern, but we've addressed that with them.
Well, they're saying they're not. They're saying they're going to be worse off, though.
No, they're definitely not going to be worse off. That money is ring-fenced. The current money that they get is ring-fenced in their league development plan going forward.
Not all the clubs in the Winter League are unhappy. Brighton and Hove Albion missed out on a licence for the WSL, but manager Tracy Doe is philosophical about it.
Obviously, we're very disappointed that we weren't given the opportunity to play Women's Super League. It's the same as any game. You're always going to want to play at the highest level. The same with the men. We've lost players here to Premiership clubs, and it will happen right across the board no matter what sport you're in. It's just how we handle that and whether we look at it as a positive or a negative.
The FA feel the best way to continue raising the profile of the women's game is to start by investing in the elite.
We think it could be professional by, over the next 3 or 4 years, but obviously that means there's been a lot of focus on making that happen, getting broadcast partners behind it, commercial partners, investing in the development of those clubs to accelerate it onto professional women's football. That doesn't mean that we don't care about the rest of the pyramid.
Yes, they're all into the elite, and that's fine. That's great for women's football. We need an elite, but we do need to protect what's underneath it, because there won't be an elite if you don't protect what's underneath it.
The FA is to hold a review of the plans in January next year, so representatives of grassroots football like Jackie will have a chance to air their arguments.